This is Africa, the cradle of mankind's birth, where powerful kingdoms arose with stories of worth, exemplary leaders, their legacy told. Nkrumah, Mandela, their spirits bold. Let courage and dreams unite as one for a brighter tomorrow where greatness is spun. In this beautiful, colorful, and friendly domain, greatness awaits, where hopes shall not wane, where tales of triumph weave a tapestry. Welcome to Today in African History. Pictured here is Red Fox, born on this day, December 9th, in the year 1922. He was born in St. Louis, Missouri, United States of America. Full name and real name, John Elroy Sanford, was an American stand-up comedian and actor, best remembered for his explicit comedy records and his starring role in the 1970 sitcom Sanford and Son. Fox gained notoriety and his raunchy nightclub acts during the 1950s and 1960s. Known as the King of the Party records, he performed on more than 50 records in his lifetime. He also starred in Sanford, The Red Fox Show, and The Real Family. His projects included All the Fine Young Cannibals, released in 1960, Cotton Comes to Harlem, released in 1970, Norman, Is That You? That was released in 1976, and The Harlem Nights, released in 1989. In the year 2004, Comedy Central presents 100 Greatest Stand-Ups of All Time, ranked Fox as the 24th best stand-up comedian. Fox not only influenced many comedians, but was often portrayed in popular culture as well, mainly as a result of his famous catchphrases, body language, and facial expressions exhibited on Sanford and Son. During the show's 5-year run, Fox won a Golden Globe Award and received an additional 3 nominations, along with 3 Primetime Emmy Award nominations. In the 1940s, he met Malcolm Little, later known as Malcolm X. In Malcolm's autobiography, Fox is referred to as Chicago Red, the funniest dishwasher on this earth. He earned the nickname because of his reddish hair and complexion. During World War II, Fox dodged the draft by eating half a bar of soap before his physical, a trick that resulted in heart palpitations. On the 30th of September 1946, Fox recorded 5 songs for the Savoy label under the direction of Teddy Reig. Now, after performing on the East Coast, his big break came after singer Dinah Washington insisted that he come to Los Angeles, where Dootsy Williams of Do-Tone Records caught his act at the Brass Rail nightclub. Fox was one of the first black comics to play to white audiences on the Las Vegas Strip. He was signed to a long-term contract and released a series of comedy albums that quickly became cult favorites. Fox achieved his most widespread fame starring in the television sitcom Sanford and Son, an adaptation of the BBC series Steptoe and Son. He used his starring role on Sanford and Son to help get jobs for his acquaintances such as LaWanda Page, Slappy White, Gregory Sierra, Don Bexley, Bear Richards, Stymie Baird, Leroy Daniels, Ence Maybend, and Noriyuki Morita. The series premiered on the NBC television network on the 14th of January 1972 and was broadcast for 6 seasons. The final episode aired on the 25th of March 1977. Fox played the role of Fred G. Sanford. Fred Sanford was actually Fox's father's and mother's name, while Fox's co-star Damon Wilson played the role of his son, Lamont. In this sitcom, Fred and Lamont were owners of a junk store in Watts who dealt with many humorous situations that would arise. The series was notable for its racial humor and overt prejudices, which helped redefine the genre of black situation comedy. The show also had several running gags. When angry with Lamont, Fred would often say, "You big dummy," or would often fake heart attacks by putting his hand on his chest and saying, usually while looking up at the sky, "It's a big one. I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth, honey," referring to his late wife. Fred would also complain about having arthritis to get out of working by showing Lamont his cramped hand. Fox depicted a character in his 60s, although in real life he was a decade younger. In 1977, Fox left Sanford and Son after 6 seasons. The show was cancelled with his departure to star in a short-lived ABC variety show. In 1980, he was back playing Fred G. Sanford in a short-lived revival spin-off of Sanford. In 1986, he returned to television in the ABC series The Red Fox Show, which was cancelled after 12 episodes because of low ratings. Fox appeared as Obi-Wan Kenobi-like character in the Star Wars special of the Donnie and Marie Show. In an homage to this show, he mentioned the planet Sanford, which has no sun. Fox made a comeback with the series The Royal Family, in which he co-starred with Della Reese. According to People magazine, Fox reportedly once earned $4 million in a single year, but depleted his fortune with a lavish lifestyle, exacerbated by what he called very bad management. Contributing to his problems was a 1981 divorce settlement of $300,000 paid to his third wife. In 1983, he filed for bankruptcy, with proceedings continuing at least through 1989. The Inland Revenue Service filed tax liens against Red Fox's property for income taxes he owed for the years 1983 to 1986, including a 1927 Model T, a 1975 Panther J72, a 1983 Zimmer, and a Vespa motor scooter to pay the taxes, which by then had grown to, wait for this guys, $996,630, including penalties and interest. Agents also seized $12,769 cash and a dozen guns, including a semi-automatic pistol, among some 300 items in total, reportedly leaving Fox just his bed. Fox stated that the IRS, quote, took my necklace and the ID bracelet off my wrist and the money out of my pocket. I was treated like I wasn't human at all, unquote. It has been reported that at the time of his death in 1991, Fox owed, wait for this guys, more than $3.6 million in taxes. ladies and gentlemen, you've got to fear the IRS of any Western country, whatever it's called in your country. Don't mess about with your taxes. I'm going to carry on, guys. So October 11th, 1991, during a break from rehearsals for the royal family, he suffered a heart attack on the set. According to Della Reese, Fox was about to have an interview with Entertainment Tonight when he was called onto the set to practice a scene. An angry Fox did as he was asked, but as soon as he finished, he collapsed to the floor. Guys, before I continue, something crossed my mind when I read this line. I started by saying an angry Fox. He did as he was told, but he was angry. Did this possibly lead to the heart attack? Did this exacerbate, make the heart attack even worse? I don't know. But I think one thing we have to note is that anger doesn't really do us any good. Anger does not do us any good. It could spur us to action, it could spur us to positive action, but harboring anger doesn't do us any good in the long term. Perhaps this is what led to his untimely death. Yeah, he was 68. You could argue that, okay, he didn't have much time to live anymore. Anyway, not anymore, but anyway, he was 68. But it just struck me that his heart attack happened just after he was angry. So somebody had obviously upset him and he was very angry. So I'm going to carry on. Reese said that nobody initially suspected anything was wrong. Fox was famous for his fake heart attack shtick on Sanford and Son. So on the TV set, on the program Sanford and Son, it was well known for his heart attack stunts. So as Reese recalled, he was skilled at doing pratfalls. When Fox did not immediately get up, Reese rushed over to check on him. When she leaned down to Fox as he was on the ground, Fox said, "Get my wife," repeatedly. And Fox, whose 1970s TV character often faked heart attacks, was kidding when he grabbed a chair and fell on the floor. Fox, who had temporarily been brought back to life while being treated initially, was taken to Queen of Angels Hollywood Presbyterian Medical Center, where he succumbed to the attack and died that night at the age of 68. Fox was posthumously given a star on the St. Louis Walk of Fame on the 17th of May, 1992. Fox is buried in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States of America at Palm Valley View Memorial Park. His mother, Mary Carson, who was born in 1903, outlived Fox and died 2 years later in 1993. She was buried just to the right of her famed son.